presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are LA.
It's been a wet and wild start for the Angels in 2017, highlighted by two historic comebacks. Last night, Carlos Perez was the hero as a safety squeeze brought the Halos back from a 5-run deficit to win in 10 innings. Tonight, the Angels look to keep the waterworks flowing with a 5th straight win. That's coming up next.
Last couple of games for the Angels have been somewhat ridiculous. The Angels certainly will take the W's as this homestand continues tonight from the Big A. It is game 2 of the 3-game set against the visiting Texas Rangers. We welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West along with Mark Gubicza. I'm Victor Rojas, and there have been some, I guess, some highlights, some dramatic finishes, and just all around good moments over the last 2 games for this ball club.
I mean, Victor, it's been so much fun. We talk a lot about the at-bats, and they have been great. There's been some great defense, and the pitching out of the bullpen in particular has been very good. When you need bullpen zeros put up, that's how you're able to come back in games. And boy, I'll tell you what, the energy in this field has been unbelievable last 2 games.
Crazy to think the bullpen's 5-0 to start the season as the Angels are now currently 6-2. And if you go back to last week, 2nd game of the regular season, the hero in that one, Danny Espinosa. That's when all this comeback stuff started. Danny got it started again last night.
Yeah, Victor, when you think about the depth in this line, it's been someone new pretty much every single game. And Danny Espinosa had 3-run home runs, struggled to get that first at-bat and big at-bat and get a hit for Angel uniform, 3-run home run in Oakland. But that at bat last night in the 9th inning, that's a good fastball down and away, hits it out the opposite field, and then a good hard 97-mile-an-hour fastball lines it in the right field for a base hit to set up that suicide squeeze winning run last night. So Danny Espinosa is starting to swing the bat well. We know what he can do on the defensive side, but all of a sudden comfortable at the plate.
Couple of SoCal natives on the mound for the Angels and the Rangers. A.J. Griffin going for Texas. Jesse Chavez picked up a W in his first start, looking to make it 2 in a row. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Gonna bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. jersey. And through the first now 9 games of the season, 8 of those games they've worn the red jerseys. Might as well keep it going. They wore the home whites on Sunday. That's the only day that they have busted out something other than the red tops. As we take a look at Jeff Bannister's starting lineup for the visiting Texas Rangers, currently at 2-5 to start this season. They will have Carlos Gomez leading things off and playing center field. Shin-Soo Choo jumps up to the 2 spot. He's the DH. Nomar Mazara is in right. Mike Napoli at first. Rougned Odor at second base. Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate. Elvis Andrus swinging a hot bat, as is Nomar Mazara. Andrus, the shortstop, will bat 7th. Joey Gallo's at third baseman in place for the injured Adrian Beltre. And then Jerkson Profar gets a start tonight in left field, and he will bat 9th. They are taking on Jesse Chavez. Mentioned he is making his second start. First time out, almost got through 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, struck out 6, and as always with Jesse, likes to work very quickly.
Yeah, throws a lot of strikes, fastballs 90 to 95. Will throw a slider, cut fastball, a lot of those, curveball, changes. My go-tos for Jesse to be successful today. That cutter on the lower plane, go down and away with that, or down and in. Keep hitters guessing, especially this power in this lineup. 13 home runs for the Rangers, and they have scored a majority of their runs via the home run. So keep them guessing. Don't get into predictable counts.
Check out the defense and how it stacks up behind Chavez tonight. And it looks like this. Ben Revere's in left, Mike Trout at center, Cole Calhoun at right. The infield with Yunel Escobar and Andrelton Simmons on the left side. Danny Espinosa and C.J. Cron on the right with Martin Maldonado behind the plate.
And Ben Revere out in left field. Just 2 errors in his career in that left field position. That covers 160 games, 3 outfield assists. You're talking about some coverage in the outfield. Ben Revere has that. He's played a number of games in center. So you know that speed, 993. Career fielding percentage in left field for Ben Revere.
Halos, of course, picking up the victory last night, 6-5. An extra inning affair. Halos had a total of 12 hits last night, 10 of those from the 7th inning on.
Their numbers in that category have been phenomenal so far this year.
First one is just off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. And Carlos Gomez off to a slow start. 3 for 27 to start the year. And a 4 strikeout game last night, going 0 for 5 overall.
Looks like he's determined to be patient in this first at bat, but I don't see that going along as the game progresses. He likes to swing at that first pitch.
Three and 0. Stu Sherwater calling the balls and strikes tonight. Paul Emmel, the crew chief, at first. Brian Lenore at second, and Scott Berry at third base, the umpire and crew. And it's a 4-pitch walk to start the game.
In my Hyundai key for this game, we talk a lot about the offense, but a little DJ Steve and Justin Bieber. Let me glove you, the defense has been outstanding, including that home run that Mike Trout robbed of Mike Napoli. And Andrelton Simmons has made so many great plays, especially on tags at bases, whether it's at second or third base. So the defense has won some games also, along with that power at the end of the game for the offense.
Shin-Soo Choo, the batter. He's the DH. 2:38 to start the year. Chavez delivers a fastball for a strike. Choo coming up a little bit empty. She was batting in the 7th spot last night. Went 1 for 3 with a walk. Check in on Gomez. No stolen bases yet this year. He's been caught once.
Yeah, pretty good speed, but Jesse Chavez does not give up a whole lot of stolen bases. There's 13 steals and 23 attempts over a 3-year period. Very quick to the plate and a solid pickoff mode.
Caught the top part of the zone. No balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful night here at the Big A. 69 degrees at first pitch. Pardon, 67. 69 was last night. A couple of clouds around. Wrap up the series tomorrow afternoon with a 12:35 start. Angels head out on the road to Kansas City.
Gomez a leadoff walk on 4 pitches. He's at first.
See where he's attacking him and looking at the Fox tracks, going upstairs there. 0-2 count, up and in. Always been very aggressive as far as throwing fastballs in against lefties and righties at the plate against Jesse Chavez.
Escobar way off the line at third base. Simmons towards the middle. Chu asking for time. Mentioned last night, Chu was spending 4 stints on the disabled last year, playing at just a total of 48 games. A calf, a hamstring, a back, and a forearm problem. Gomez last year total of 18 stolen bases between Houston and Texas. Caught 5 times. Once upon a time stole 40 bases. Milwaukee Brewers. Chu pulls this one over to first. Cron spins around, fires to Simmons. Relay back to first at 3-6-3. Twin killing, 2 down.
That was turned perfectly by C.J. Cron and Andrelton Simmons. And C.J. Cron really worked on that a lot in spring training. That turn and good throw to shortstop, covering and Andrelton Simmons. Talk about excellent effort here. Turnaround, spin, perfect throw. The height is right there, and a quick turn and throw from Simmons right back. 3-6-3, double play. Cleared that path to make a perfect throw to Simmons, so he's not distracted by Gomez going towards the base. Goes back to that defense once again. We talked a lot about the bullpen success, the offense, but the defense has been there.
Azara skies one on the third base side. Got it off the end of the bat. Escobar straddling the line, puts it away. This first is in the books, at least the top half of the innings in the books. We'll head to the bottom of the first with no score. First, we'll take a look at the Angels starting lineup for game number 9 as presented by manager Mike Scioscia. Mentioned the Angels at 6-2, 4-0 here at home. We'll have Yunel Escobar leading things off at third. Cole Calhoun at right, Mike Trout at center, Talbot Pools at DH, Andrelton Simmons a shortstop. Ben Revere tonight gets a start at left. C.J. Cron back in the lineup. He's at first. Danny Espinosa at second. Martin Maldonado rounding out that starting 9. Of course, he is the catcher as they take on the 29-year-old right-hander native of El Cajon, California. The University of San Diego's name is A.J. Griffin.
Yeah, good numbers against the Angels in his career. My go-to is to be successful against Griffin. Sit on his off-speed, a lot of off-speed pitches, and jump on that first pitch. Last year hitters, 429 batting average on that first pitch.
First one here is downstairs. A 1-0 count on Escobar.
He won't wow you with velocity on his fastball. It'll be around 85 to 90 range. Slider, good curveball, changeup.
Escobar drives one out to right field. Mazara giving chase, still going back in at the wall, will make the catch. Good jump by Mazara as Escobar gave it a ride, and it's the first out. Let's take a look at the Texas defense behind A.J. Griffin, Profar, Gomez, and the aforementioned Mazzara in right field. It's Gallo, Andrews, Odor, and Napoli from third to first. Lucroy behind the plate.
And Odor already, I believe, one of the best young players in the game, but needs that improvement on his defensive side. 22 errors last year, most by any second baseman for the second straight season. He does have a strong throwing arm, has good range, but has made some mistakes in the field.
Cole, a big rip, fouls it back. .290 batting average with a home run and 3 RBIs. Cole last night going 0 for 5. Shift is on. 3 infielders on the right. Cole chases the high fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. There's the defensive alignment with Calhoun at the plate. Griffin making his 9th career start against the Angels. 3-2 with a 4.23 ERA. 6 of the previous 8 starts here at the Big A. 1-2. Griffin got knocked around a little bit. Gave up 2 home runs, part being 3 1/3. In his first start, got a no decision. Struck out 4, walked 2.
Let's throw the fastball a little bit more so against lefties on the 1-2 count. Although this is the time, though, especially after a late swing on a fastball there from Cole Calhoun, he likes to drop that big curveball. 12-6 break he has.
There it is, and that's pulled down the line, and that's going to be trouble. Headed toward the corner. Calhoun will turn and head to second. Mazzara, a little trouble coming up with it. Cole is going to slam on the brakes. Odor for second baseman, a very strong arm.
Yeah, you don't want to test that arm, especially you're already in scoring position for Mike Trout coming into play, but good swing on that curveball. Stayed back on it well. The 12-6 break starts around shoulder height and then ends up around the belt height. He stays back. That toe tap, good leverage to line that one right down the line. Second double this early season for Cole Calhoun.
Man in scoring position here in the bottom of the first for Trout. Mike last night ended up going 2 for 5. His 2 hits, though, big ones. They came on late in the game. Lead off double in the 8th and a run scored. A double with an RBI and a run scored in the 9th.
See if Trout sits on the first pitch fastball here.
Foul back. Trout on the season, a .300 average, 4 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. The 1-2 count.
A lot of times from A.J. Griffin will throw that fastball in to set up a slow curveball. Likes to try to bounce the curveball more so against a right-handed batter. But Trout very good on low off-speed pitches.
Pulled down, foul, third base side. Now remains at 1-2. Mike 5 for 19 in his career against Griffin with a couple of home runs.
Changeup that was elevated. Got away with that one, A.J. Griffin. Also likes to try to run that fastball above the strike zone when he's ahead of the count.
1-2. Upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 1-out double by Cole Calhoun, giving the Angels their first opportunity with a man in scoring position. Halos last night 4 for 11, men in scoring position. And he got him. 2 down.
Well, he painted a changeup away. After a high fastball, his changeup, he probably wanted it down and away, was middle away. The Trout unable to stay back on it, just pulled off at it enough to not make contact.
Not a huge differential, though. I mean, you talk 6 miles per hour. That's especially up. That's a little danger zone.
Yeah, especially
usually you want
with
that 10 miles per hour.
Exactly. I mean, King Felix is not that much of a differential, but it's the break of his changeup. It's almost like a splitter compared to his fastball.
Albert takes
Zach
outside.
Greinke's another one very similar as far as speeds of a fastball and changeup, but it's a different angle, especially where the baseball sinks with the changeup compared to his fastballs.
Albert at 219. Taps this one foul, even the count. Goals with a home run and 7 RBIs. Albert last night going 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a couple of walks.
Yeah, Griffin will challenge you with his fastball. Mentioned not overpowering, but it's the upper part of the strike zone. It is. Speed range so far, fastball best one at 90, curveball at 68. His changeup's been 82, 83 so far. It has mixed in a slider. See if he goes back to that slow curveball now.
Got a fastball. Pujols takes it for a called strike 3. The Angels lead that 1-out double, stranded scoring position. Scoreless as we head to the second. Holder to enjoy exclusive benefits and the same seats all season long at the greatest value. Visit angels.com/season seats or call 888-796-HALO for more info. All the cowboy hats from a couple years ago.
Oh, yes.
Right? A couple years ago.
Solid look.
What record are we setting this year? You know?
I think it's superhero capes or something like that, maybe.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. No question.
You gonna jump if it works? Napoli, skies are
see if I can fly.
Set the record for most capes worn in seats and one failed attempt. Where's Scooby?
I just don't want you to get too pumped up when the cape is on and think that you could do things that are
Superhero stuff.
Napoli 4 for 27 to start the year. That's a 148 average. He gave it a ride last night at the top of the 10th against Camber Drozier, but Mike Trout kept it in the ballpark. Off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
As long as you sing, I believe he can fly, and I'll be fine. I think I'll make it.
Was that TV show, The Greatest American Hero?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Just a little bit off the outside corner.
We'll see Chavez wanting those pitches, but like you said, just off the plate.
Dangerous count for Mike Napoli. He's got good career numbers against Chavez too. 3 for 10.
Check swing foul, full count.
That's a good little cut fastball, lower plane. What I talked about as far as keys for Jesse today.
Payoff on the way. Napoli drives one out to right. That's hit well. Cole will watch this one go, and Texas takes a 1-0 lead as Napoli hits his 2nd home run of the season. Chavez kept staying away on Napoli. Mike just kind of went with it.
And he's got good power to center field, to right center field. We've seen that over the years, whether he's wearing an Angel uniform or as an opponent. See all these pitches away except for one, and then this one outside part of the plate, good power, and he had no doubt in his mind. I know he was going to bring that one back. Get some high fives in that dugout as usual. Always one of the most popular guy on whatever team he is on, like Napoli. That ratio, home run ratio versus the Indians, 11.2 at bats per home run for Napoli. 2nd home run of his career against Jesse Chavez. Remember the numbers we were saying, what he had going on before coming in the game last night, going back to last season and through the postseason, struggling. Haven't seen that yet in 2 games.
Odor lifts one out to shallow left. Revere calling for it. But after a 6-pitch battle that resulted in a home run, it's good to get the next guy on 1 pitch. First down of the innings in the books.
Another run scored for Texas via the home run. 14 home runs this season for the Rangers.
Hit a couple last night. Jonathan Lucroy had one of them. He's coming up now. It was Lucroy's first extra base hit, first RBIs of the year last night. 3-run shot.
This Chavez career ERA here at the Big A, 2.48 as a starter. And 5 starts here, 2.27. He loves pitching at home.
Lucroy lifts it out to shallow right. Espinosa has to go out. Cole comes in. 2 down.
So 3 fly ball outs in the game so far for Chavez, and also has a ground ball double play turn behind him.
Elvis Andrus, the shortstop, hitting .308. He'll drive one out to left field, and this one's going to go. Elvis Andrus, who homered last night, jumps on the first pitch here, and it's 2-0 Texas. That's Andrus' 3rd home run of the season. He had 8 all of last year, and that was a career high.
7 extra base hits. We talked about how quick he is on the inner half of the plate, looking fastball first pitch. And you have to pitch him backwards. Start soft and then hard in late. This one runs back, middle of the plate. Got out, and this is way out, especially when you think about the 390 sound.
Andrews last night had a double and a home run. Homer's in his first at bat tonight as Joey Gallo takes downstairs. Good off speed. Evens up the count. Gallo keep getting playing time at third base. Rangers announcing today that Adrian Beltre is going to be several weeks before he's close to coming back. Another strain in his calf. That one is just low. 2-1 count.
Angel dugout asking exactly as to where that pitch was.
Maldonado having a conversation with Shorewater.
Chavez wanted that pitch too, but just a little bit below the strike zone, according to our Fox tracks. And we're not seeing that low strike call. We established that early on, even in spring training.
Off the end of the bat, knocked down by Chavez, plenty of time. Gets the third out, but Texas strikes for a couple of solo home runs. They lead it 2-0 as we hit to the bottom of the second. A couple solo home runs by Mike Napoli and Elvis Andrews to give Texas the early lead. Andrelton Simmons leading things off against A.J. Griffin. He will take a fastball for a strike. Simmons, Revere, and Crone for the Halos here against Griffin, who worked around a one-out double to strike out Trout and Pujols and keep it a scoreless tie heading to the second.
Boy, as this game progresses, I can't imagine the hitters taking too many first pitch fastballs against A.J. Griffin. Mentioned that the numbers last season, 429 with 3 home runs, 11 RBI on that very first pitch put in play against him.
Two-one count on Simmons. Came it back 345. A double, a home run, and 2 RBIs. We'll take a strike. Wow. See that pitch now. You're going to call that. You better call it for both sides, because
yeah, that's it. That's the look you're going to get.
Because that was below the zone, as several for Chavez.
You can see right here, according to our Fox track, that's below the strike zone. It's very similar to spots where Jesse Chavez was throwing. Because I want it for my guy if you're going to call that.
I don't think it gets any better than Scioscia and slow-mo. I say we just put that on a loop.
Yeah. And he just looked at it and said, no, don't do that.
Didn't even have to shake his head.
No.
3-2, and there is ball 4. Now that pitch
Could have gone the other way.
Yes. That might have been the glare that got that pitch called. That's the lower part of the strike zone. Little two-seam fastball. See exactly where that goes. That's just touching that lower part of the strike zone. Simmons had to wait a little bit on that one. Simmons showing a lot more patience. We showed the graphic last night from what his batting average was as far as chase pitches last year from June on. Tremendous. Showing more patience, using the whole field.
Revere takes a strike. He has faced A.J. Griffin before. He's 1 for 3 in his career. Ben 2 for 9 to start the season with the Angels. Getting to start tonight at left field. Maven getting the night off.
Good combination for a hit and run here too. Simmons pretty good speed, and Ben Revere can handle the bat.
It'll flip down a left field line. That is going to go for a base hit, if not more. Profar's got a good arm. His off-balance throw goes to short. It's cut off.
That's great base running by Ben Revere too. Once he saw that throw for Profar going to Andrews at short, turned on the afterburners. He's now in scoring position.
I'm thinking for a second there, Profar's going to plant, concede. Simmons going to third and try to keep Revere at first base.
Yeah, that's what you try to do. You want to keep a double play always in order. And there's that little hitch in the swing, looking to hit the ball the other way. We saw that all spring training long. Tremendous batting average, putting the ball in play. And that low throw, and Andrews no chance to make a play at second. And Revere, he sees that. He's looking all the way, and then turns on the afterburner, gets in the scoring position for C.J. Cron. He's got very good career numbers against Texas for Cron.
CJ had the night off last night with Marte getting him started first.
31 career RBIs against Texas for C.J. Cron.
Chases the first one. And it's no balls and a strike. Cron 6 for 19. Still looking for that first extra base hit. First RBI of the season. And this is one of those where you've got the infield playing back.
Yeah, this
on the ground, and you got yourself a run and an RBI.
Exactly. Especially if you can hit the right side of the infield.
Almost got
to stay away. So not only you get the run home, but you get a ground ball to Odor, you're going to allow Revere to get to third base himself. If you want a base hit, defense in the outfield playing pretty deep. Gomez and Nazar playing extremely deep in the outfield.
That's out toward left field. It's going to stay in the ballpark deep enough to score Simmons. Revere tags from second. He will go to third. And the Angels get one of those runs back on the sac fly by C.J. Cron. 2-1 Texas.
It's just Angels baseball right now, getting the job done. If you're C.J. Cron, sac fly, got a pitch elevated, sac fly, and then great base running by Ben Revere to get to third base. Take a look at a pitch by pitch. Little slider off the outside part of the plate. C.J. pulled off that pitch. Slider again. This time he took it. And then comes back with a little cut fastball that drifted the inner half, brought his hands inside the baseball, and drove it out for a sac fly to left field, giving him his first RBI of the season.
Infield in here in the second for Texas. Up 2-1. Kind of interesting. Danny Espinosa at the plate. Danny rips one out to right. Mazzara is there. And that'll tie this score up at 2. Espinosa picks up his 9th RBI of the season. It's a 2-2 tie.
We talk about some situational hitting. Excellent by the Angels on display here in this inning. You have a walk. Very good at bat by Simmons. Base hit in the left field. Good base running by Simmons, goes to third. Rivera able to go to second on the throw to short. And then 2 sac flies ties the game. Texas 2 home runs. The Angels 2 sac flies to tie it up.
Martin Maldonado, 238 average. A double and 2 runs batted in. Breaking ball, and that misses inside.
That's that slow curveball, 68-mile-an-hour curveball from Griffin.
Check swing, bouncer toward first, fair ball. Napoli take it himself, and the inning comes to an end. But the Angels answer the Rangers with 2 runs on a couple of sac flies. We're 9-2 as we head into the third. To join the Angels on Friday, April 21st, as they take on the Toronto Blue Jays at 7:07. Fans in attendance will receive an Angels superhero cape and be part of a Guinness World Records official attempt. For more information on the Angels superhero cape, courtesy of Father John, let's go to angels.com/promotions.
I can't wait.
Dude, what'd you throw your arms out for?
I'm flying. I believe I can fly.
Oh my God. I gotta get on the Instagram Live when I do those reads, and you.
Yeah, probably not.
Jurickson Profar getting to start tonight in left field. 0 for 8 to start the season. No strikeouts, a walk, and 2 hits allowed by Chavez.
Considering how many strikes he threw in his first start so far today, hasn't been as consistent. 25 pitches is 14 in the strike zone for Jesse. Generally a guy that's always in the zone. Good changeup.
Called strike 3. Down goes Profar. He knew it. 1 down.
And now it's time for Tools of the Trade, brought to you by Ram Truck. Simmons has been a difference maker with the glove already this season. Pete Segura tried to go to first or third on an out in the infield, and a great leap and quick tag gets him at third base. Changed that course of that game, getting him out. And then last night on the stolen base attempt by Lionel DeShields, the tag made. If he saved it second, you got Chu at the plate with a runner in scoring position, and very good career numbers for Chu against the Angels. Great play by Simba. Two-time Gold Glove winner, 2013 and 14 with the Braves. I thought in position to win one last season. Lindor picked up the Gold Glove. Can't argue with him either. He's an outstanding young player. There's so many great young players in our game now.
Gomez worked the walk. 4 pitches to start the game. Caught the outside corner, 1-2.
We're seeing some pitches being called. I thought Martin Maldonado did a nice thing talking to the plate umpire after the half inning and saying, hey, listen, these pitches are pretty close. See if we can get a few more of them.
It's fouled off. Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes.
That good little cut fastball. See if you get Gomez a chase off the plate.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Gomez. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chavez. 2 down.
Cut fastball the pitch before. 4-seam fastball by Chavez here to get a swing and miss. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Driving towards that plate. Rotation of the baseball. Just above the belt. Gets a swing and miss against the guy who hits the fastball very well.
There's Shin-Soo Choo with 2 outs. The bases clear. Grounded into a 3-6-3 double play in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball toward the middle. Simmons is there. He's on the second base side with the shift on a 1-2-3 inning for Jesse Chavez. The Angels have the top of their order coming up. The 2-2 ties. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Chavez with a 1-2-3 shutdown inning. The top of the 3rd. Escobar, Calhoun, and Trout coming up. The Angels, of course, tremendous come from behind victory on Sunday. They did it again last night. It's one of 3 teams in Major League Baseball history to rally from 3 or more run deficit in the 9th inning or later. And the first to do it since July 28, 1971. That was the Detroit Tigers taking care of the Kansas City Royals. It was a 3-game series. The last 2 is when that happened. But I looked at the box scores. They got walked off on all 3 games.
All 3 games?
All 3 games in that series, the Royals did. My old man was awful in one of the games. He was 0 for 5. He contributed in the other
but
one.
they were good quality at bats.
Yeah, yeah, weren't they?
He hit the ball hard every time.
And the second one, the second game, your boy Dean Chance picked up the W for the Tigers. Escobar rolls it foul. And there's another interesting one here. In the first game of that series, Kansas City scored a run in the 9th to tie it. And then Detroit won it in the bottom of the 11th. Mickey Lolich for the Tigers went the distance, 11 innings. This one up the middle. Andrus to his left has it. And it's a low throw. Napoli. Did he bobble it? Did he have control? He did. 1 down.
Another ball hit up the middle by Escobar. This time Andrus in position to field that. The low throw. A couple low throws from Andrus last night that Napoli picked him up. Little bobble on the transfer to low throw. And Napoli with the scoop. Napoli's done a pretty decent job adjusting playing first base. Came up as a catcher in the Angels organization and then major leagues also. One thing about Napoli, he seems to enjoy playing the game, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Always with a smile on his face.
Looked at foul it out of play.
Shift on once again for Cole. Great numbers against Texas last year, 375, 11 runs scored for Cole.
Cole with a double into the right field corner. He swings and misses on that slow breaking ball. It's very similar to the pitch that he hooked into the right field corner in his first at bat.
This time was located well. That was more of a down and in type curveball, inner half of the plate. This one going away and down. So a lot more curveballs in this inning.
Trout on deck. Lays off. 1-2. Such a tantalizing pitch. Good number 60s. You're geared up for a fastball, and it's tough to kind of slow things down. Stop your swing.
That's what makes him effective. And you mentioned that fastball is not overpowering, but it's 88 to 90 range. But when you're throwing 68 with a curveball, it's a big adjustment you have to make as a hitter.
One pitches for Griffin. Got him looking with a fastball.
Little tailing action, that two-seam fastball. Mike Trout, I still envision him attacking that first pitch if he gets a fastball. He's had success hitting the ball to all fields as far as his home run swing for Mike Trout. Look at that spray chart as far as his home runs. 62 to left, 89 home runs to center, and then 18 to right field. So he's got power to all fields. Very impressive when you think about most ballparks extremely deep. The most distance to hit is the center field, and that's where he's been successful. He got that first pitch fastball again, this time a little bit out of the strike zone though. He looked like he was geared up to go for that fastball. Good patience for Trout.
Lifts it foul down the right field line, slicing out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trout struck out in his first at bat, went down swinging. Matter of fact, Griffin struck out Trout and Pujols. And Cole standing at second base in that first inning.
2 of the 3 strikeouts for Griffin this game have been looking. So a lot more cut fastballs than normal. Between a cutter and a slider for A.J. Griffin. The 3-1 pitch to Trout. Wonder if we'll go with that slow curveball now, or will he challenge him?
Driven out to straightaway center field. Gomez moving back. He's at the wall. Kiss it goodbye. Big fly for Mike Trout, his 3rd of the season, and the Angels have taken a 3-2 lead.
Make that 90 home runs to center field for Mike Trout, the reigning AL MVP. And then a great hitter's count. And once again, the pitcher pays the price. And A.J. Griffin being the pitcher tonight. Right down lower part of the strike zone, that cut fastball, slider. What power he has. The dead center field.
Breaking ball misses, and it's 1 ball, no strikes on Albert. Albert hooks one down the left field line. If it stays fair, it is gone. This one is just foul. Just out in front of it. Could not keep it fair, and it evens the count at 1.
Right, our angle right here, you can see that's drifting right towards that foul pole, and just foul.
Two balls and 1 strike. Albert struck out looking to end the first.
Good change out there from Griffin. Albert was sitting on a fastball.
That's out toward left center field. Towering shot. Gomez on the track will put it away for the 3rd out. He hit it too high, Gooby.
Yeah, I thought off the bat had a shot.
Too high.
Too high?
That's much too high.
Trout got a slider, lower part of the strike zone, and again a home run to center, 90 in his career to center field for Trout.
At the 4th, Jesse Chavez coming off a 1-2-3 third. Now pitches with the lead, courtesy of Mike Trout's 3rd home run of the season. Lazara, Napoli, and Odor here in the 4th, 3, 4, and 5.
Tough part of the order here for Chavez going against Texas. He's got good life on his fastball upstairs.
Yep.
Not a real big guy, Jesse Chavez, but he's got great arm action to be able to create pitches upper part of the strike zone, but also can change speeds on the lower half.
1-2 count. Mazara got to the big leagues last year. He's a 20-year-old. 20 home runs, drove in 64. After making his big league debut here. That one is just low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
That's a batter to plate that's seen the ball so well this season already to be able to not go after that pitch. It's just a little bit off the outside corner.
Three-two down. Called strike 3. Sherwater rings up Mazara. Nomar doesn't like it.
I'll tell you what, that pitch is called a strike because of Martin Maldonado behind the plate. And you can see this is a little bit off the corner. And he framed it, kept the glove there, gave the illusion as if that is exact the spot he wanted to throw to, and framed it well and got the call. Still think it goes back to Maldonado's that conversation we had with Sherwalder after that one inning where Jesse felt he was getting squeezed a little bit on borderline pitches. Just talked to, had a good conversation with him. He's gotten some calls since.
Off speed in for a strike. Napoli homered in the second, going the opposite way for his second of the year. One and 2.
This is a time, especially when you throw a fastball on that plane, you might try that cut fastball a little bit further off the outside corner. He was going in on a fastball. See, the only thing is, if you don't get the hitter to swing at that pitch now, Napoli's going to be tracking away. He's looking for something away. If you have it in, you can back up the fastball inside. It could freeze him. But he's tracking something away.
Out toward right center field. Tailing away from Trout, but Mike got a good jump on it, runs it down. Napoli more of a defensive swing. That wasn't driven out to the alley.
But you can see how he was tracking away. That's why that if you throw a fastball inside, if you go right back in, you're going to freeze the hitter most times. And Trout able to run this one down. You see where he's playing a little bit more to that right center field last second. Looked like he had a tough time seeing that baseball at the very end. As you can see, almost saying Nicole looked like he lost it for a second in the lights, and Jesse making that play and knowing he got away with the pitch there against Napoli.
Odor saw one pitch and hit a fly ball to left in the second. Cuts through the first one here in the fourth. Popped him up behind the plate. That'll find its place in the seats. Career year last year for Odor. 33 home runs, 88 runs batted in. Stole some bases, but did 33 doubles as well. Still just 23 years of age. Living in Venezuela.
It's a breaking ball in the dirt here. You mentioned that Astros and their young talent, but when you think about it, you mentioned that Odor 23, Nazar is 21.
Gallo, if it takes, still young, 23. Profar is still a young kid.
It's a good miss, though. A little bit off the corner. And what that allows you to do when you're on the mound, now you have a couple different pitches you can throw. You can throw your changeup fading away because that was close enough where the hitter reacts that I might have got away with that because it was a borderline pitch, or you can go slider down and in.
Off speed, cued to third. Escobar has it. Chavez with a 1-2-3 shutdown inning. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Angels leading at 3-2. Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by Hyundai. There's no better time to buy a new Hyundai than now. See your local Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com. And by Tough Shed. We are more than great sheds. Check them out at toughshed.com. Andrelton Simmons will lead things off for the Angels here in their half of the fourth. It's a 3-2 Angels lead, courtesy of Mike Trout's third home run of the season with 2 outs in the third. Breaking ball almost gets Simmons. Andrelton worked the walk and scored a run in the second. 53 pitches now thrown by A.J. Griffin. 2-0.
Simmons with already 4 walks this season.
Little flare out to left center field. Gomez was playing deep, has to come in on it, makes the running catch for the first out.
There's always been a guy with very good coverage out in center field, playing the deep center field, so that tells you he's more comfortable coming in on the baseball, is able to do so and run it down that little flare by Simmons into center field.
Revere pushes the bunt foul. Revere with a double and a run scored in the second. Ben now 3 for 10 on the year.
Albert just missed a big fly his last at bat. He is really
twice
swinging the bat well.
Yeah, one down the line and the one out to left center.
Especially late in the game between Escobar, Trout, and Pujols.
Little cue shot back toward the mound. Griffin has it. 2 down.
And now it's time for In the Driver's Seat, brought to you by Kia. Socialist Club off to a very good start. 6-2, ties their best ever start after 8 games. So in 1970 and 74, started 7-2 only once, and that was in 1974. Trying to do so tonight with a lead right now in the 4th inning.
Crone had a sac fly back in the 2nd. That brought home the first Angels run. CJ's first RBI of the season. That's pulled out to left field. It's a base hit. A 2-out knock keeps the inning alive for Danny Espinosa.
Second baseman, number 3, Danny Espinosa.
62 pitches so far for Griffin. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. And now 4 hits allowed. Time was called. Danny had a little something in his eye.
Real good at bat. His first at bat for a sac fly.
9th RBI. Tied with Trout, the team lead in that category.
He's tracking everything in the lower part of the strike zone very well right now.
Off the plate. 3 infielders on the right. Gallo stays home at 3rd. With a cut of the grass, although off the line. Skied down the right field line. Odor is out there. Azar comes in, calls him off, puts it away, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 4 complete here at the Big A, and the Angels maintaining a 3-2 lead.
Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by the all-new 2017 Subaru Impreza. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 28 miles per gallon. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
Top of the 5th, Angels up by the score of 3-2. The middle game of this 3-game series. Angels taking game 1 last night. Final of 6-5. We're down 2-0 early, but battle back to take a 3-2 lead. As we start the 5th, it's Jonathan Lucroy, the catcher, leading things off. Lucroy with a fly ball to right field in the 2nd. So he's 0 for 1. Just off the plate. Chavez with 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Just 2 hits allowed. Those were home runs. Napoli and Andrews got him in the second.
Change up just a little bit out of the strike zone. All 3 pitches so far against Lucroy have been away. And after challenging 2-1 fastball. It's a good late life upper part of the strike zone for Jesse.
Just off the plate, full count. Elvis Andrews on deck. Joey Gallo after him.
Fastball away.
And he walked him. Second walk of the game for Chavez. We'll bring up Andrews, who homered in the second. 3 hits in the series for the Rangers shortstop.
And Jesse upset with himself, a little bit off the plate. All those pitches against Lucroy were away. And career high as far as extra base hits last year with 46. And very productive in this series already. But is a guy that can ground into a double play.
Bouncer foul. 0-1 count. 58 pitches for Jesse. The Angels do have a new arm in the bullpen. Daniel Wright called up today, with Andrew Bailey being placed on the 10-day disabled list with right shoulder discomfort. Lined, and that is off the glove of Espinosa. Trickles out into center. So Andrus is on board. First 2 have reached to start the 5th for Texas.
Well, Andrus has really turned himself into a very good hitter. There's times before where you make some pitches, you get him out, but he stays back on the baseball, lets it travel well. Lines this one. Espinosa looks like he has a beat on it, but off his glove into the outfield, just off the glove.
Our team got to talk things over. Gallo hit one back to the mound in the second, so he's 0 for 1. Gallo now 4 for 24 to start the year. A ton of power in that bat of his. Las Vegas native. Lucroy at second, Andrus at first. That is pulled down the right field line, headed toward the corner. Jumped on that first pitch. Lucroy will score. Andrus will come around to score as well. Gallo is going to try to go to third. A throw from Espinosa comes home. It's a 2 RBI triple, and Texas has taken a 4-3 lead.
Talk about how quick that bat is for Gallo. He was super quick on that pitch. And to go fastball away, more of the plate than Chavez wanted, and he hooks it right down in that corner. And Andrus always aggressive as far as running the bases. Gallo able to go into third base with a triple.
Second career triple for Gallo. Profar takes down and in. Profar struck out looking in the third. Four-3 Texas. We're in the fifth.
And it goes back to that leadoff walk of Lucroy ahead of the count, unable to finish him off.
And now behind in the count of 2 balls and no strikes. Kind of came out of nowhere as well, because go back to the Andrews home run in the second. Jesse settled in, retired 7th straight before walking Lucroy to start this fifth,
including 3 strikeouts.
Angels have action in their bullpen now. Top of the order's on deck for Texas. Profar takes low, and it's 3 balls, no strikes.
Jose Alvarez getting ready. More than likely to be ready for Shu, and then Mazzara potentially.
3-1. th career game for Chavez against Texas. 4th career start. Originally a 42nd round pick of the Rangers back in 2002 out of Riverside Community College. This one pulled toward first and under the glove of Crone and off his foot. It'll bring home a run as Calhoun throws behind and safe at first base. What a throw by Cole.
Crone pointed right into the bench just to see, potentially look at that as a replay.
5-3 Texas.
Center fielder, number 14, Carlos Gomez.
Hit well, tough little hop, gets by. Crone off the glove. Wide turn and a perfect hard throw. Looked like he got his hand in there before the tag was applied.
Calling that a hit for Profar, and picks up the RBI.
A quick tag, but got those fingers in. Cole with 33 career outfield assists in that right field position.
Nagy out to pay a visit. Chavez has faced 4 batters here in the 5th. They've all reached walk, single, triple, single. Gomez with a walk and a strikeout. Profar pretty good lead at first. Those fouls went back. Profar with just 2 big league stolen bases.
Pretty good lead here.
That's out towards center. Trout's there. 1 down. Jose Alvarez ready to go with back-to-back lefties coming up. Mike Scioscia's going to go to the bullpen. So that's going to be it for Chavez as he lasts just 4 1/3 tonight. Touched on it in the open how the Angels bullpen 5-0 this year, and they're going to have to come from behind and try to pick up another W if they're going to win this ball game. We're in the 5th inning with 1 out. 3 runs in for Texas. Rangers on top 5-3.
Top of the fifth, and now it's time for the T-Mobile Unlimited Baseball Break. Surprise team so far. Tigers beat Minnesota today. Take over first place in the AL Central. Andy Romine with a grand slam. Ricardo Stanton, 2 home runs today, but Marlins lose at home against the Braves, and the Cincinnati Reds break up the Reds 7-2 as they beat the Pirates for their 4th straight victory.
Jose Alvarez on the mound for the Angels. They can go for Jesse Chavez, who went 4 1/3 tonight. He's given up 5 runs, and he's responsible for Profar standing at first base. 4th game of the season for Jose. He'll face Shin-Soo Choo, the DH. Choo so far grounded into a double play and a ground out. Choo 0 for 5 in his career against Alvarez.
He had a pretty good pitch to drive there. Fastball hard at the plate. But missed it.
One one. Choo. Does this one foul? Bizarre. Nice play in the on-deck circuit.
This went 4 1/3, 5 earned runs, 5 hits. You look at that last inning, how unfolded. That leadoff walk to Lucroy. Something you don't see too often from Jesse. A couple of walks in a game.
Just missed low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two now. Breaking ball. Hard to lean into it.
Always amongst the leaders as far as getting hit by pitches. It's one of those ones too, as an umpire, you don't have to give him first base. If he moves in, leans towards the plate, to try to get hit with that pitch. The shift on.
Profar's on the move here with a full count of 1 out. Doesn't go. This one's pulled foul. Had him out in front.
Tony Beasley going through a series of signs to Profar over first base.
Now the 3-2. Little flare. That is going to be trouble. It falls in there. Profar keeps on running. Choo slams on the brakes. A perfectly placed sand wedge by Shin-Soo Choo puts runners at the corners with 1 out.
And a good read by Profar, knowing there's no way anybody's going to be able to catch that when he's jamming. He flares out one right in the left field. The shift on. Fortunate enough, you still have the double play in order.
Mazara, the 7th man to bat here in the 5th. He's 0 for 2 with a pop-up and a strikeout. Takes low. Mazara 1 for 3 against Alvarez. The Angels have Blake Parker loosening. Imagine this would be the last batter for Alvarez, one way or the other. Number back toward the mound. He drops it, can't find the handle, throws to first. They get the out, 2 down.
Good job by Alvarez not panicking there, though, even though he couldn't get a grip of the baseball. Knew he had a potential play at first base. I think it was hit slow enough. Would have been a difficult double play to turn. Look back Profar to third base. And gets the out at first. That spin on the baseball, I think, was more of a situation he was looking Profar back. Would have been a very difficult double play to turn.
Intentional walk given to Napoli. And with Odor coming up, Alvarez will stay in the game. Face the lefty.
Odor is 2 for 10 in his career versus Alvarez.
Profar at third, Chu at second, and it's Napoli at first. Rukned, the 9th man to come to the plate here in the 5th. 3 runs in, Texas up 5-3. Odor's hit a fly ball to left, and he is grounded out to third. One ball, no strikes. Halos in the bottom of the 5th will have 9, 1 and 2 coming up. Breaking pitch, that's pulled down the line, but foul out in front.
All speed pitch, middle of the plate, though. And with the bases loaded on 1-0 count, you have to challenge him. Just out in front enough to pull that one foul.
Outfield straight around. Infield on a pull shift. Espinosa out in shallow right. See Simmons up the middle. Down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Parker looking on, ready to go in the pen. 12 pitches thrown by Jose. It's the 4th batter that he has faced, although one of them didn't really face Napoli. It's the new intentional walk rule. There's Blake. 2-1. Down to the dirt. Snap throw to second, and getting back in there is Shin-Soo Choo.
Now you have to challenge him with a fastball here.
Along top of the 5th inning, Jesse Chavez struggled in the 5th, lasted 4 to third. He's responsible for Profar standing at third base. The other 2 belong to Alvarez. 3-1. He fouled it off. Full count.
And help him out on that fastball a little bit off the outside part of the plate. I think you got to think in terms of a breaking ball right now.
Get the merry-go-round going here. The base runners are going to take off with the next pitch. Full count of 2 outs. Lucroy is the one that started off this 5th inning with a walk after Chavez got ahead of him, but just didn't finish him off. Alvarez trying to keep it a 2-run deficit. Runners go. 3-2. Got him swinging. Down goes Odor. Nice job by Alvarez as the Rangers leave them loaded. 3 runs in, however. Texas retakes the lead. It's 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. ending up 9-1-2 against A.J. Griffin. And join us on Saturday, April 22nd. Toronto Blue Jays in town at 6:07 start. Fans in attendance will enjoy a post-game fireworks show. No, pardon me. Guardians of the Galaxy is part of the Marvel superhero weekend.
Yes.
I got excited, but Saturday, don't we have fireworks?
Hey, it's everything on Saturday.
What in the world?
Extravaganza.
On the post-game movie at angels.com/promotions. So no, they have 86 the fireworks that Saturday.
Movie though.
I don't know. Maybe get a movie and fireworks. Well, they go shoot those off around 1.
Yeah, superheroes.
Superhero
Guardians of the Galaxy.
weekend.
Yes.
Marvel superhero weekend. Boy, you're
Oh, I am in heaven.
gonna be out of your mind.
Oh, definitely.
Like that's different from any other day.
Pretty much 23 hours and 30 minutes a day.
Sleep for 30 minutes, don't
Yeah.
you? 0-2 count on Martin Maldonado. Breaking pitch and he'll go down waving at that thing. 1 out. Martin hasn't looked comfortable against A.J. Griffin tonight, to say the least.
That slow curveball against him. Very difficult to stay back, and notice this curveball starts in the strike zone. As you can see, it ends up out of the zone on the plate at 65 miles an hour. Coming into this game, though, Escobar with good career numbers against Griffin. 0 for 2 so far tonight. 400 batting average, 4 for 10, and 4 for 12 against Griffin.
Two count on Escobar. Fly ball to right. Ground ball to short. Out towards center. Gomez is there. 2 down. The base is clear for Cole Calhoun.
Cole has been hot so far this season. Double his first at bat. 1 for 2. Career high as far as doubles last year with 35 this season.
Double for Cole in the first, his second of the year. Griffin has picked up 4 strikeouts, walked 1.
He doubled that on that curveball his first at bat, but he's been trying to throw that curveball in the outer part of the plate. That time unable to get Cole to swing at that pitch.
Bouncer into the shift. Odor to the backhand. Goes in and out of his glove, and that'll cost the Rangers because it'll bring up the tying run in Mike Trout. It'll be Odor's second error of the season.
And speaking of Mike Trout and that power and that home run earlier in the game, it's certainly worthy of a Carl's Cam replay. Talked about how many home runs Trout has had in his career to center field. He had 89 coming into the game. We'll make that 90. Over 396 sign for Trout. Chance to tie it up again with 1 swing of the bat. Was ready to swing at the first pitch fastball. Last at bat was elevated, took it. She hit a slider out dead center field.
Mike Housechild getting ready. He's a Rule 5 selection. And, Jeff Bannister's going to opt to go with A.J. Griffin here. See if Mike gets something to hit. 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And a home run. This was popped up. Terrific pitch by A.J. Griffin, and the Angels are done here in the 5th. We head to the 6th. The Halos down 5-3. Sports West is being brought to you by Mercury Insurance. We're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. Go the distance with 84 miles per gallon and 566 total driving range. Texas leads at 5-3 as we start the 6th. New pitcher on for the Angels after Jose Alvarez got the final 2 outs of the 5th inning. It's Blake Parker taking over. He'll take on Lucroy, Andrews, and Gallo. 5th game for Blake, 2 earned runs. Total of 4 innings, 7 strikeouts, no walks. Lucroy started the rally for Texas in the 5th as they sent 9 men to the plate. He did so with the base on balls. Scored 1 of the 3. Two balls, no strikes.
Go after him in the fastball. The pitch that Parker will go to when he's ahead of the count is his nasty split finger fastball. Has also a good 12-6 breaking ball. See that grip? Starts off with a split finger grip. If he's going to throw a fastball, bring those 2 fingers together.
Lucroy and Chu are the only 2 guys that have faced Parker in the past.
Got a lot on that fastball. 94, 95.
Here comes the 2-2. Called strike 3. Shorewater with a delayed call.
That was
1 down.
It was in the strike zone, but we're so used to Maldonado framing pitches so well. He was setting up in. A little late movement on the fastball. Was in the zone, though. See where he's setting up. He wants that in. It's middle and down, but definitely in the strike zone at 94. Anytime you see, especially as a catcher at the plate, and you see a catcher reaching down to the ball, you assume it's out of the strike zone, but it did cross the plate in the zone.
There's Elvis Andrews. Multi-hit game once again. Home run and a single. 2 runs scored. Six hits for Texas, 4 for the Angels. Both teams have stranded 3.
Was that split in the dirt?
Pulled foul. Halo's picking up Parker off waivers from the Milwaukee Brewers. Arkansas native. Cubs 16th round pick in 2006. Picked up one of those 5th wheel campers in Arizona, drove it to Southern California. That's where he's making his home this summer here. SoCal. Says he'll take a camping after the season. Yes, why not? I can see you roughing it out there in the outdoors.
Probably not.
No?
Growing up in the city? No.
Not your thing?
No.
1-2. Chopper to third.
That's how you pitch him. Pitch him backwards. Fastball in.
2 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Still envision me just hanging out in an RV, don't you?
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Rubbing 2 sticks together. Trying to create some fire. Gooby the voice. Here's Gallo. Gallo was 1 for 2. He had a 2 RBI triple his last time up. Oh, you see? You can practice out on the rocks.
Yes. The great outdoors. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I think you need to get a canoe and go down those rocks.
Oh, yeah.
More ball straight.
Anything more you want me to do? Canoe down the rocks? Maybe take a fly with the superhero cape? Yeah. That's my checklist.
You got to set goals for yourself every season, Gooby.
Yeah, I do. Mike Trout always does that. What he needs to get better each and every year. That's what I got to try that myself.
Gallo takes a breaking ball low. 2-1. 2 outs here in the 6th. Angel fans have got their cell phones out. The light wave going.
That's a cool picture right there. The Liggard looking at that angle. Young player in Gallo. Good power himself. Good split finger fastball there from Parker.
Two. Lays off. Full count.
Pretty good splitter again. Good eye by Gallo. Guy that will swing and miss. Track that one pretty well. You got options. You go back to that splitter, or you can try to go upstairs above the strike zone with a fastball.
Profar on deck. Got him. Down goes Gallo. Parker with a 1-2-3 sixth. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Pujols lead things off with the Angels down 2. Sixth inning. Albert Pujols to lead things off. And take a look at the in-game box score for the Angels. And it's just 4 hits, one of which was the Trout home run in the 3rd. A.J. Griffin back out for the 6th inning. Pujols, Simmons, and Revere. Griffin with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and the 4 hits allowed. Albert 0 for 2, struck out looking in the 1st and hit one out toward the fence in left center field. Caught by Gomez. That was it for strike.
Just 168 hits away from 3,000 in his career. Just 8 home runs away from 600 for Pujols. Likely we'll see that slow curveball now.
Albert hits one to short.
That baseball had some spin on it.
1 down.
Andrews not quite as busy tonight as he was last night.
Seemed like everything that was hit on the ground was hit to Elvis Andrews last night. Simmons, a walk and a run scored and a fly ball to center. He will take a strike.
Boy, this mix and matching throughout this game for A.J. Griffin. Takes a little bit off his slider, his changeup, slow curveball, spots his fastball. Continues to throw the ball well against the Angels in his career.
0-2.
Simmons wants to know if it was on the swing. There's a Simba fan club.
Popped up. Napoli, Odor, and Odor calls off Mike. 2 down. MLB.TV Premium is back and better than ever. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Plus, get a free subscription to At Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
Well, if you're a youngster at home, you're watching Griffin throw the baseball. Not overpowering, but he does pitch inside well. He's jammed some pretty good hitters tonight with his fastball. Including Mike Trout, the last at bat, that one with Simmons.
Ben Revere with a double and a comeback into the mound. Takes a strike. And it's 1-1. Chopper toward the middle. Andrews is there. Halos down quietly and in order as we head to the 7th. Still down by 2.
5-3, but that has not been an issue these last 5 games. I spoke to Mike Scioscia before the game, and he's still waiting to find some length from this Angels starting rotation. He said once you can get those 18 to 19 outs from your starting rotation, there becomes a different comfort level for this team. They have been extremely confident with what this bullpen has been able to do, but in order for them to solidify the roles in the bullpen, the starters need to go deeper into games. He said until he sees the length from the starting rotation, the plan for the bullpen will be determined game by game. Victor and Gooby.
Well, I'll tell you, the bullpen so far in their first 8 games has been outstanding. His opponent batting average 178, 2.45 ERA for the bullpen, and they've been used quite a bit. Starters ERA coming in today is a little over 5. That'll change. That'll change around.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously goes up a little bit with 4 1/3 by Chavez and his 5 runs allowed. As Profar takes a strike. A.J. Griffin more than likely done. Action in the Texas pen.
Have a guitar player. He might go in there now to get that guitar going now that he's out of the game. And Lucroy talked about getting those hitters out in front, yet still jamming with the fastball.
Petit pitching for the 2nd straight night, as you see the line on Griffin.
You see that right there? That's a perfect view. What he was saying, he's trying to get that fastball inside, not allowing him to get those arms extended.
Jeremy Jeffress getting ready. Almost got him the chase, did not. Sam Dyson, by the way, who was the closer for Texas, has been removed from that role. Is there anyone's guess as to who they might go to? Jeffress would be an option, but he's getting ready for the bottom of the 7th. Tony Barnett could be a guy who pitched last night. Downstairs, Matt Bush, who I thought was kind of odd, wasn't loosening as Dyson was struggling early.
He's got closer type stuff.
Yeah, he's been sent back to Texas for a shot. They did call up Nick Martinez to get some help in their bullpen. 2-2, got him swinging. Down goes Profar, 1 away. Good changeup for Petit.
Yeah, Petit has an excellent changeup. Very similar as far as velocity on the fastball that we saw from Griffin. Not overpowering, spots it well, hits location, but the changeup is excellent. You see that arm motion he has way out in front, late movement. Good idea how much that changeup goes away on our tracer running towards the outside part of the plate. Remember, Tollefson was their closer last year. Similar thing, he started and struggled, taking out of that closer role. Dyson came in and did an outstanding job for Texas. Trying to get that same formula. Bannister trying that again this season.
Out toward left field and hit well. Gomez has got himself a home run, his 2nd of the season, and it's a 3-run lead now for Texas.
See that power that Gomez has, 2nd home run. 15 home runs as a team for the Rangers. Fastball, lower part of the strike zone, and no doubter.
3rd solo home run hit by the Rangers tonight.
First pitch swinging like we thought it would be the case. First at bat, he was trying to be patient, work the walk.
Chu takes downstairs. Ranger DH, 1 for 3. First run, I should say. But Petit has allowed now 4 games. One and 2. The Angels in the bottom of the 7th have the bottom 3rd of their order coming up. Cron, Espinosa, and Maldonado. Popped up, finding its place in the seats. Count remains at 1-2. Texas now with 16 home runs through their first 8 games. Got him. Down goes Chu. 2 down.
Yeah, 2 punch outs in this inning. You can see both on his changeup. Once again, the changeup. Circle changeup, runs down and away, gets a swing and miss. 2 lefties versus him so far. Punch outs. Righty. You think of a home run last year. Just the opposite, struggle against left-handed batters. So far that change has been very effective against lefties.
Kazar takes outside. 0 for 3 tonight. And Escobar coming to play tonight with 5 multi-hit games to start the year. Kazar, the reigning American League Player of the Week for last week. Both guys hitless tonight. Grado. Napoli on deck. And a 4-pitch walk.
We know Napoli's going to be aggressive on the first pitch, very similar to saw from Carlos Gomez on his home run.
Blake Parker, by the way, scoreless 6th inning. Faced 3 batters, had a couple of strikeouts. Napoli home run in the 2nd. Fly ball to center the 4th. Potentially walking the 5th. Hits one out to center field off the end of the bat. Trout's there. And it is stretch time here at the Big A. Texas adds to its lead with a Gomez home run. Angels down now 6-3. Let's take a look at the Honda upcoming schedule for the Angels. We will wrap up this 3-game set tomorrow afternoon. 12:35 start. Yu Darvish on the mound for Texas. Ricky Nolasco going for the Angels. The Halos will then jump on the bird and head to Kansas City. It's a 7-game road trip, 3 in KC, and then 4 in Houston beginning on Monday night. Here the 7th, Jeremy Jeffress pitching for the 2nd consecutive game. Comes on a relief of A.J. Griffin. Griffin ended up giving up 3 runs, earned 4 hits, including the home run to Trout. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk in his 6 innings. Jeffress 3 earned runs and 2 2/3 over 5 games so far. Last night, Gooby ended up giving up a run and his 1/3 of an inning on 2 hits.
A bit of contrast in pitchers. Jeffers got a fastball. It's 94 to 99. Curveball, changeup.
Griffin finished his night with a 1-2-3 6th inning. C.J. Cron, a sac fly and a single. He's 1 for 1. The first one's in for a strike. Crazy to think, but C.J. Cron has never faced Jeremy Jeffress. One ball with strike. Jeffress, part of the Milwaukee Brewers, originally signed. It was part of a big trade package between the Brewers and Kansas City. He, along with Alcides Escobar, Lorenzo Cain, and Jake Odorizzi, going to the Royals for Zach Greinke and Yuniesky Betancourt. This is a sharp ground ball to second. Odor's got it. 1 down.
Well, Cron hit that one well, but Odor plays perfectly, able to field that hot shot from C.J. Cron. The Angels, we talked about how well they've been as far as coming back in games. Trailed by 2 on Saturday, came back, won that 5-4, trailed by 7 on Sunday, trailed by 5 last night, trailed by 3 so far in this game. A lot of confidence, a lot of good at bats from the 7th inning on for a number of hitters, including Mike Trout, Escobar, and Pujols. All very good numbers 7th inning and later in games so far. And Espinosa has been very good late in games.
Espinosa with a sac fly to second, a fly ball to right in the 4th, just got underneath that one. That was against Griffin. Both of those plate appearances against Griffin.
He had that big 3-run home run in the 9th up at Oakland, the home run last night in the 9th, and the single in the 10th.
Foul at the plate.
Picked up his 9th RBI of the season on a sac fly in the 2nd inning.
Espinosa will go down swinging for round number 2.
A good changeup, and Jeffress get a swing and miss. It's Espinosa.
It's a bullpen for Texas that has had its issues to start the season. 1-3 with a 7.71 ERA. You would figure that at some point, with so many good arms down there, that they would get it straight down. Base is clear now for Maldonado, who looked extremely uncomfortable against A.J. Griffin in his 2 plate appearances. Ground out and a strikeout. One of one. Texas with 6 runs, 7 hits, an error, and they've stranded 4. The Angels 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 3 left on base so far. 2 balls and a strike. Top of the order, and Escobar on deck. Ground ball toward third. Gallo has it. Halos down at order here in the 7th. We will head to the 8th. It's a 6-3 Texas lead.
Top of the 8th, Rangers up on the Angels 6-3. I'm Patrick O'Neill. Hope you stick around for our Angels Live, brought to you by your SoCal Mazda dealers after this one. So far, not much going on for the Angels, but it's not even, the 9th inning yet. They still got the 8th to play, and if they have another comeback in store, what a post-game show we'll have for you. Alex Curry, Jose Mota, we'll hear from Mike Scioscia, get some interviews as well. As we go back inside right now to join Victor and Mark Gubaza, maybe they're just playing possum, and it's just part of their plan, and they're going to have another comeback in store.
Well, I mean, you got to believe they feel that way. I mean, the confidence level for this team to come back late in games has been off the charts. They're going to have to do it again. Multi-runs down late, like Trout. Get an opportunity to hit in the 8th inning. Talked about the numbers for Trout, Escobar, and Pujols, 7th inning and later, all at least 400 batting average.
Petit back out for his 2nd inning of work. It'll be Odor, Lucroy, and Andrews for Texas here in the 8th. Petit gave up the home run to Gomez in the 7th. And a couple of strikeouts and a walk. 1 ball, 1 strike. Odor lifts one out to the left. Revere's moving on it. 1 down.
I'm going back to my Hyundai key for this game. Let me glove you. Talk about the defense, giving them a chance to be able to win the game. But the 3 home runs, as good as this defense is, very hard to defend that. And that's what Texas has been relying on so much this season. Now 16 home runs for the Rangers so far this season.
Lucroy's 0 for 2. Also walked and scored.
I ran that fastball up and in.
Oh, 2. Breaking ball misses. Trying to keep it a 3-run deficit. Top of the order coming up for the Angels in the 8th. A little punch out to right. Cole has to come in on it. Still racing in. He'll dive, and he can't get there. And I guess you grow so accustomed to seeing Cole make catches out there. That ball just kind of died.
That was a tremendous effort, too, by Cole coming in on the baseball. Full extension on the dive. Just in front of the glove. Is it fortunate enough to be able to keep that in front of him and hold Lucroy to a single? Great effort, though, by Cole Calhoun.
Elvis Andrews, the batter, with 1 out, 1 on. 2 for 3. Home run and a single. Grounded out his last time. He'll swing first pitch and flips one down the left field line. Ben Revere moving over. Puts it away. 2 down. Double barrel action for the Rangers. Claudio the lefty, Leclerc the righty. Looks like it's going to be Claudio. 1, 2, and 3 coming up. He is the off-speed master.
He change the speed on his changeup and breaking ball.
Two balls and no strikes on Gallo. Tripled home 2 runs against Chavez in the 5th. 1 for 3 overall.
Very similar spot, a little bit off the outside corner though from Petit. Leaving Beltry in that dugout. It's gonna be a while before he's able to see game action. But still a leader on that team.
A 4-pitch walk to Gallo. Second walk issued by Petit.
It's the second 2-out walk he's had in back-to-back innings now.
Two on and 2 outs. Jerks and Profar, the left fielders, 1 for 3. Had an RBI single in the 5th inning. He has struck out his other 2 at-bats. That single he had in that 5th, his first hit of the season. Going off speed, first pitch. Gets the call.
Got a swing and miss against Profar that last at bat on a changeup away.
0-2. No balls and 2 strikes.
Nice block of that breaking ball in the dirt by Maldonado behind the plate.
But Potato really slowed things down here in the 8th. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball away. Pretty much tells you he's going to try that changeup going down and away now. Next pitch.
Full count. Now you give the base runners a head start. Top of the order, Gomez on deck. He homered against Petit in the 7th. Runners go. 3-2 cued towards second. Espinosa has it. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Angels have Escobar, Calhoun, and Trout coming up. Trout's already homered in this game. The Angels need some base runners down 3.
Yeah, you got to slide it out over the plate. Home run to center field. Great career numbers against Texas for Trout.
A baseball doubleheader starting with the Tigers as they slug it out with the Cleveland Indians, followed by San Diego Padres and the Atlanta Braves. So settle in for some doubleheader action Saturday. Coverage beginning at noon Pacific on FS1.
Padres starting out pretty good, 5-5 this season. The Tigers off to a great start.
Jeremy Jeffers back out for his 2nd inning of work, had an easy 7th. Picking up a strikeout. Escobar, Calhoun, and Trout.
Mention those numbers for Escobar. 7th inning on, 500 batting average, including 2 doubles. 2 RBI. for Escobar.
Two balls and no strikes. Escobar tonight hitless, 0 for 3. Couple of fly ball outs and a ground out. Caught the corner. 2-1. Calhoun on deck, then Trout. 2-1. Down ball, foul. It's a count of 2-2. Jeffers last year had a couple of 2-inning outings. A couple that lasted an inning and a third. Ground ball over to second. Ran that fastball in on the hands.
It's been an effective pitch for Rangers pitchers against Angels hitters. There are a lot of fastballs in, jamming the hitters.
That's 8 in a row retired by Ranger pitching since Calhoun reached on the arrow. As a matter of fact, the Angels haven't had a hit since the 4th. And that's going to be it. Madison's going to match things up. Claudio, the lefty, is going to come in to face Cole Calhoun. We have ourselves a pitching change as Jeremy Jeffers goes. Games on your TV. You can stream them live on your mobile device with Fox Sports Go, presented by Carl's Jr. Download the app and take Fox Sports West and the Angels with you wherever you go. We're in the 8th with 1 out. Halos down 6-3. It's Alex Claudio, the lefty, on in relief. 4th game for the left-hander. He's 1-0, 4 1/3 innings, just 1 hit, no strikeouts, and 1 walk. He's going to face Cole Calhoun, and probably that would be it for him. Trout, who's on deck, is 2 for 2 in his career against the left-hander with a couple of RBIs.
Yeah, fastballs 84 to 88 range. Slider throws a lot of them, sweeping action, and a changeup.
Cole's never faced Alex Claudio. Calhoun 1 for 3 tonight with a double. McClurk ready to go. Down the line, it's a fair ball. Cole is going to go to second base. And he is going to be in there with a double as Profar a little trouble with it. Calhoun's not going anywhere. Second double of the night. The Angels have a man in scoring position for Mike Trout.
Yeah, he had a career high as far as doubles last season. Already 3 this year with 2 tonight. Just went with that pitch going the other way with a shift on, wide open down that third base line. Now in scoring position for Trout is another pitching change being made by Jeff Bannister.
Going to go on the right-hander with Trout coming to the plate. Claudio, last one batter, gives up the double. Halos down 3. But have a man on for Trout with 1 out here in the 8th. One out double, stands in scoring position. 6-3 Texas. Right-hander Jose Leclerc takes over on the mound. A 23-year-old native of the Dominican Republic. Comes in for the 4th time this year for the Rangers. No record, no ERA. He has 5 strikeouts, no walks in 3 2/3, and he's allowed 1 hit.
He's got a good fastball, 94 to 98. There's a curveball and changeup.
For the first appearance for Trout against Leclerc. He pitched in 12 big league games last year. That is 1.80 ERA in 15 innings of work. Trout tonight 1 for 3. Halberd in the 3rd inning.
Trout's batting average 500, 7th inning on with 4 doubles. Doing that big one last night in the 9th.
Swinging first pitch fastball at 97. Comes up empty and it's 0-1.
There's all the Trout hats.
Pujols on deck. Slider and he went around. 0-2.
Boy, Trout had a fantastic at bat last night, falling behind against Dyson. 2 strikes, a couple borderline pitches. This off the outside corner before lining a double in the right field. Very difficult when you haven't seen anybody before. Advantage always to the pitcher.
Cron, Marte, and Perez have faced Leclerc, but only just 1 plate appearance each. And Trout goes down swinging on the breaking ball. 2 down.
A couple real good breaking balls in that sequence after a first pitch fastball. Right after Trout, head of the count. Hard curveball in the dirt. Smothered by Lucroy to tag. Trout to finish off the strikeout.
Here's Albert. 2 outs and a man in scoring position. Pujols 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a fly ball to center, and a ground out. Albert skies one to center. Gomez comes in on it. And the Angels are done here in the 8th. We head to the 9th inning. Texas still up 6-3.
Now let's take a look at a top-tier play brought to you by Arco. And you go back to the 5th inning. Gallo at the plate is able to turn on a fastball inside part of the plate and hooked it right down the line. Driving into with that triple first of the season for Joey Gallo as he was able to get that bat head out. Giving expanding the lead for the Rangers.
Mike Moore takes over on the mound here in the 9th inning. He'll face the top of the order, trying to keep it a 3-run deficit for the Angels. Second appearance for Mike. 2 2/3 on Sunday against Seattle. Menno Petit ended up giving up a run on 2 hits, including the home run to Gomez. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks in his 2 innings. Gomez 1 for 3 with that home run, his 2nd of the year. 3 solo home runs for Texas. Napoli, Andrews, and this man right here, Carlos Gomez. Pushes the bunt on the first base side. Cron comes in, got it, applies the tag. 1 down. Nice play by C.J. Cron, because you've got to charge that with the speed of Gomez.
And you have to apply the tag. There's no way there's going to have anybody there at the base to help you out. But good play by C.J. Cron. Aggressive on the charge and then quickly applies a tag. It's Gomez before he gets to the base. Good play by C.J. Cron.
Chu grounds one over to Simmons in the shift. 2 down.
It's the 2nd time he's done that tonight.
Texas has right-hander Tony Barnett getting ready. Looks like that's who Jeff Bannister will turn the ball over to in the 9th. Many a seasons in Japan and the last several as a closer for Barnett prior to signing with Texas. Nomar Mazar hitless with a walk. Takes low. Angels will have Simmons, Revere, and Crone due up.
See if there's more magic in that ninth inning for the Angels.
One to one. Good off-speed pitch. Two balls, two strikes. He punches this one out the left. The changeup that was up. Lazar picks up a 2-out single and will keep the ninth alive for Napoli.
And the only reason why you're able to punch that ball to left field is because it was elevated on this changeup for Mike Bourne, who has a very good changeup. This, instead of going down, had lateral movement to it, stays upstairs, and Lazar just punches it into left field for a base hit.
Napoli 1 for 3. He homered back in the second. Good off-speed pitch. One ball, one strike with 2 outs and a man at first. Fastball in there, 1-2.
Good spot on that 93-mile-an-hour fastball from Mike Moore. Remember last year when Moore faced Napoli, threw a changeup, he was so far out in front of him. See if we'll try that one again.
Napoli just pulled the trigger at the last second, fouled it off. Moore, the fourth reliever used by Socha. Chavez going 4 1/3 tonight. Albers 2/3. Parker 1, Petit 2, and Moore in here in the ninth. The 1-2. Off speed, pulled, foul. And another changeup that was up high enough where a hitter can make the adjustment on.
Yeah, if he gets that one down in the strike zone below the knees, it's pretty much got a good chance for a swing and miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Once we get to the bottom of the 9th inning, Simmons will lead things off as Tony Barnett gets ready for Texas. Ben Revere and then C.J. Cron. The 3 to start the bottom of the 9th. Ground ball left side, and that'll sneak through for a base hit. So back-to-back hits with 2 outs against Bourne here in the 9th. And it's Rougned Odor coming to the plate.
Napoli on base 3 times, at home run, single, and intentional walk.
Odor is 0 for 4. Last time up, a fly ball to left field.
More likely will throw a first pitch changeup here to Odor. Very aggressive himself. First pitch fastball. It's a perfect changeup. It goes down and away against left-handed batter. We'll throw a cut action on the changeup to right-handed batters.
Gets away from Maldonado, but not far enough for Mazar to try to take third. Ball and a strike. 10 hits for Texas tonight. 2 have come here in the 9th. Moore got the first 2 outs rather easily. Gomez tried to bunt his way on, and then Chu grounded out. That's out toward right center field. Cole racing in, dives, and he can't get it. 1 run is in. Napoli's being waved around, and trying to go to third is Odor, and he will get in there with a 2 RBI triple as Bourne gives up 3 consecutive hits, and Texas has extended its lead to 8-3.
Cole with another valiant effort to try to catch a fly ball in the outfield. Full extension on the dive, but again, just by him. See how far he's got to go to try to catch this one. Just miss it by the glove and rolls into the gap in right center field. Yeah, extension on the dive, unable to make the play though.
Odor picks up his first triple of the season. A couple of runs batted in, giving him 8 now. There's Lucroy, went around. Oh, they're giving him a double, which should get a triple. He didn't stop. He was going the whole way to third.
Yeah, surprised that would be a triple. He was thinking triple right away. Absolutely. All the way out of the batter's box once it got by Cole in the outfield.
5-run deficit now in the ninth. Lucroy 1 for 3 with a single, the strikeout and a walk. He's also hit a fly ball to right. One and two. They go back to the Mazara at bat. 2 strikes on him. Just a poorly located changeup. Mazara punched it to left. Napoli and got a single through the left side. And now the double by Odor. .21 pitches thrown by Mike Moore here in the ninth. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Nice play by a fan. Brought the glove. Big smile on his face.
Change up hit to the left side. Escobar gloves it. And we will head to the bottom of the ninth inning. Texas tacks on 2. The Angels now trail it by 5. Simmons will lead things off.
That magic in once again. Late inning heroics. Cliff Pennington with a walk-off against Seattle on Sunday. Safety squeeze perfectly done by Carlos Perez. Another walk-off win. Angels down by 5. If they're able to come back in this game, it'll be the first time any club has ever come back from 5 runs or more down to win 3 consecutive games.
Leclerc remains in the game. He got the final 2 outs of the 8th inning, striking out Trout and getting Pujols to jump on the first pitch and hitting a fly ball to center.
And one thing you try to do here, especially when you're behind by 5, is to try to get on base any way you can. It could be a walk, base hit, whatever it takes to make sure you create doubt in your opponent's mind. In Texas, after last night, we'll certainly have that doubt.
1 ball, 1 strike on Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and a run scored.
Lays off the slider, did not go. 2-1. Base hit up the middle. Leadoff single to start the ninth.
And here we go. Straight knocked out. Leadoff man on. On base twice tonight for Simmons. Base hit and a walk, his first at bat.
After one hit, Doug Brocail comes out. And Barnett's ready to go. He was loosening. So if you want him to get cranked up, it won't take him but a second. Ned Revere starting left fielder tonight. 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. One ball, no strikes. Gallo in over at third base. Fouled off. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch to do some damage. Fouled that one back. Top of the order, middle part of the order. Love to get an opportunity to swing the bat here again in the ninth.
Ground ball slowly hit to the right side. Odor's only plays to first. Simmons advances over to second. One down.
First baseman, number 24, C.J.
Here's Crone, who's 1 for 2. Sac fly in the second, a single in the fourth. Popped up. Lucroy. Sort of the mask and the helmet. 2 down.
With 2 outs here, now it's time for the Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. Elvis Andrus, another big game. Had a big game last night. Homer in his second straight game. Also picked up a single multi-hit game for Andrus. Again tonight, he's a player of the game.
Danny Espinosa 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Halos down to the last out. Down 8-3 here in the ninth. Oh, 1 count. I like the arm that this young man has. Kind of reminds me just the way he walks around the mound. Composure. Young Neftali Feliz.
Yes, who was very successful out of the bullpen and made him a starter, and this never was quite the same as far as his consistency.
Caught the top part of the zone. 0-2. So the Angels down to the last strike. Back at it again tomorrow. 12:35 start. Yu Darvish against Ricky Nolasco. The finale was 3-game set. Down in the dirt. I don't know how it did hit Espinosa and how Lucroy actually blocked it.
There's a frisbee slider behind the back leg, it looked like. What a block by Lucroy.
One and two. And it continues. Lift Pennington on deck. Espinosa goes down swinging, and Texas takes the second game of this series by the final of 8-3.
Boy, Texas using that home run power they possess. 3 more home runs, giving them 16 on the season, including there. Elvis Andrus had a home run today. Carlos Gomez with a home run. The power swings together for Texas, and A.J. Griffin threw the ball well, continues to put up some pretty good numbers against the Angels when he's on the mound. Has changed his speeds well. The Bannister's club even up this series at 1 game apiece, the rubber game. The series tomorrow afternoon.
It's impossible to continue to come back like the Angels have.
Yeah, you would think you don't want to keep going to that. Well, but you always felt that this team has that in them.
Texas evens up the series with an 8-3 victory tonight. Stick around. Angels Live post game is coming up next.